lot of discussion on the Sniper's Hide website about the USMC replacing the M40 rifle. I want to kind of talk about that and go into a brief history of the M40 rifles, as well as show you the direction that they're talking about going. Here in my hand, I have an M40A1. This is a made-to-spec M40 with a return stock and MST 100 scope. As you can see, it's marked USMC Sniper. This is how the rifle that I carried in the Marine Corps looked and felt. Leather sling, fiberglass Macmillan, HTG style stock. And one thing I want to bring to your attention is with the sling, there's no place to put a bipod on this rifle. So you'll see a lot of old images, and we'll even to this day get people ask us about shooting their tactical rifle off a pack. Well, we shot off a pack because we really had no choice but to shoot off a pack. We had no place to put a bipod, and we weren't going to shoot slung 100% of the time. So this is why you see that. One little piece of trivia, what we used to use was our tent poles for our shelter half. We would tie the 3 poles, they're about 12 inches long, together, and we would twist them and make a tripod out of it. And that would give us a little bit more consistency than trying to shoot this rifle off a pack. The scope, fixed 10X, it has a BDC. Our dope for, say, a 500-yard shot would be 5+1. So what you would do is you would dial this to 5, and then you have a lever that gives you a plus or minus 3 MOA, and that's how you would make the adjustment. So it was a fine tune and then a coarse BDC. But this rifle is circa 1978 to the mid-90s, and then it was replaced by the M40A3. And we have an M40A3 here with us. This is also a return stock M40A3. What they did is they upgraded the stock, same Remington 700 barreled action, 308, very similar, but the stock was upgraded. This is one of the original ones, and it's slightly different from your Macmillan A4 today, as it has a real sharp cut in here. So this is something you won't find. It's pretty rare to have a stock like that. As they moved away from the inertial, they swapped over to the Schmidt Bender. This is a 3-12 scope, so they replaced the fixed 10 power for a variable 3-12 mil scope. So now they're working in mils and not a BDC. So you have that change. Also on here, you have for night vision, you lock your SIMRAD into this, and this is to hold your SIMRAD, and the night vision would go. We had to use a separate rifle system if we wanted to use night vision with the M40A1. Didn't exist. Also another change, bipod and sling. They went to a nylon sling, and they added a bipod to it for consistency. So you didn't have to shoot off the pack anymore. One other change that took place after this was they added a magazine system. Badger, who also makes the rings, made the detachable magazine system, so they had a magazine for this. But still 308. So that's the big complaint, is that the Marine Corps is still using a 308. Right now they have an M40A5, which just cuts the barrel down, adds a suppressor to this, and the M40A7 is going to take this barreled action out of this fiberglass stock and put it into a Remington chassis. So the rifle is staying the same, it's just going into a Remington chassis. So those are the changes from the M40A1 up to the M40A7. So where have sniper rifles gone since 1978 in the M40A1? I brought one example with me. Here I have the Acuras International Ax. This is the short action version, sort of the baby brother to the PSR. This too features the ability to change caliber and is a multi-caliber system. But this is where sniper rifles are going into the mid-2000s. We have a short action. This can take any barrel within the 308 family, 243, 6.5s, up to a 308. Changing caliber is really easy with this rifle. You just pull out the Allen, pop it in the quick lock, loosen it, barrel comes right off, change caliber, tighten it back up, and there is how easy it is to switch. Scopes have improved greatly, better glass, better optics. 5 to 25 night force. This features locking windage, locking elevation. For guys using holdover reticles, they want to lock it down. It has multiple position illumination, and as I said, it's a 5 to 25, so you get a good adjustment range in there. Front focal plane, mil scope. Bipod, we got an Atlas bipod. Big improvement over the Harris. Multiple positions, forward and back. They lock into place, they extend. Very good system for these type rifles. Give you a lot of options to choose from depending on your support. This is the direction that rifles are going. High adjustability to fit the shooter, ability to change multiple calibers, modular rails to move things around, improved bipods to increase stability.